Have you ever met someone who told you their age, and you were shocked because they looked at least 10 years younger? Their skin glows. Their energy is vibrant. They walk into the room, and time seems to move differently around them. You wonder, how is that even possible? Is it just genetics, expensive skincare, or is there something deeper? Let me tell you the truth. It's not magic or money. It's mindset, habits, and energy. And today, I'm going to reveal the 7 most powerful traits that people who look younger than their age naturally have. And by the end of this video, you might just realize you have the power to reverse time for yourself too. But before we dive in, if you're passionate about mastering your mind, elevating your life, and unlocking your hidden potential, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel right now. Because what you're about to hear isn't just information, it's transformation. Let's begin. 1. They let go of stress before it destroys them. Let's get brutally honest. Stress is a silent killer, not just of health, but of beauty, youth, and inner glow. You may not see it immediately, but it's working beneath the surface, day by day, moment by moment. It's that tightness in your jaw, the constant clenching of your shoulders, the sleepless nights, and the restless mind. And over time, that pressure doesn't just live in your thoughts. It starts showing up on your skin, in your posture, and deep in your eyes. People who look much younger than their actual age have mastered something most of us ignore: the art of emotional release. They know that no matter how expensive your moisturizer is, if you're bottling up anger, regret, guilt, or pain, it will show. You can't fake inner peace, and you can't Photoshop stress out of your aura. These people don't carry the past on their face. They don't let arguments replay on loop in their minds. They don't sacrifice their well-being trying to please everyone. They choose peace over chaos every single day. Not because life is easy, but because they understand that staying calm in a storm is what keeps you youthful. They've learned to breathe deeply, to forgive quickly, and to detach from what they can't control. Think about it. How many times have you seen someone age dramatically after a divorce, a job loss, or a toxic relationship? That's not just life happening. That's unprocessed stress sinking into the body and freezing in the face. But the people who stay young, they release before it destroys them. They cry when they need to. They talk it out. They meditate. They walk in nature. They do whatever it takes to protect their inner light. Because here's the truth that no one talks about. The deepest wrinkles don't come from age. They come from emotional weight. The heaviness of a broken heart. The exhaustion of pretending to be okay. The strain of holding on to things that should have been let go years ago. So if you truly want to look younger, not just for appearances, but to feel younger, start with your stress. Audit your environment. Protect your peace like it's sacred. Let go of what's not yours to carry. Because when the soul is calm, the skin follows. And there is nothing more youthful than a person who has learned to live light. 2. They stay curious. Like a child. Look into the eyes of a child, and what do you see? Wonder, fascination, a hunger to understand the world. Every question they ask, every object they pick up, every new experience, they absorb it like magic. And that's not just a phase of youth. That's a powerful life force that keeps us young far beyond childhood. People who look younger than their age have one secret many have forgotten. They never stop being curious. They don't allow life to become dull, repetitive, or numb. Their minds stay open. Their hearts stay wide. They keep exploring not just the world outside, but the world within themselves. You see, curiosity is more than just asking questions. It's a way of living. It's the refusal to let routine kill excitement. It's looking at the same sky every day and still finding it beautiful. These people find joy in learning something new, whether it's picking up a new language, reading a book that challenges their thinking, or simply trying a recipe they've never made before. And here's the magic. When the mind stays active, the body follows. Scientific studies have shown that mental stimulation can slow cognitive decline, sharpen memory, and keep neural pathways young and thriving. But more than science, think about the energy of someone who's truly curious. They're excited. They're animated. They have that spark. Their laughter is genuine because they still find the world amusing. Their expressions are alive because they still feel deeply. And that youthfulness spills out into their skin, their walk, their entire presence. Now contrast that with people who've shut down mentally. They stop growing. They repeat the same complaints. They live on autopilot. And eventually, that mental rigidity turns into physical stiffness. Their eyes grow dim. Their faces harden. Their posture folds under the weight of a life unlived. But the youthful, they rebel against that stagnation. They embrace the unknown. They ask what if and why not, like they're still 10 years old. They're not afraid to be beginners. And because of that, they never grow old in the truest sense of the word. Here's the truth. Youth is not measured by years. It's measured by how alive your spirit feels. And curiosity is the breath that keeps that spirit thriving. So if you want to look and feel younger, wake up your wonder. Get fascinated again. Explore again. Ask questions. Try new things. And most importantly, never let the world convince you that growing older means giving up your curiosity. Because when your mind stays young, age loses its power over you. 3. They move their bodies. Not just at the gym, but in life. When we talk about youth, people immediately think of skincare, diet, or fitness routines. But let me tell you a truth most people overlook. Youth lives in movement. Not just the kind that happens on a treadmill, but the kind that happens in your everyday existence. The way you walk, the way you stretch, the way you carry yourself through life, it all reflects the energy inside you. People who look younger than their age don't just exercise. They move with passion, with presence, and with play. They dance when there's no music. They stretch not just to prevent pain, but to feel alive. They walk in nature like it's their therapy. They move with intention, and sometimes they move just for the joy of it, because they understand something profound. Stiffness is a symptom of emotional and physical stagnation, and stagnation ages you faster than time ever could. Have you ever seen someone who just moves differently? There's a spring in their step, a lightness in their gestures, an effortless grace. That's not luck. That's not just fitness. That's a body that hasn't been weighed down by stress, regret, or emotional decay. That's someone whose soul is still dancing inside them. Youthful people don't let life beat them down. Even when things go wrong, and they do, they don't collapse into heaviness. They flow through it. They bounce back. Their bodies reflect the resilience of their minds. They refuse to be rigid in both movement and mentality. And here's what most people miss. Your body listens to your soul. If your spirit feels trapped, bitter, defeated, your shoulders will hunch, your joints will stiffen, and your energy will dim. But if your spirit is free, playful, and alive, your body moves like it's still full of life. That's why so many young-looking people are often the ones dancing at weddings, running around with their kids, or laughing as they skip a sidewalk crack. They're not pretending to be young. They never stopped being in tune with life's rhythm. Movement is medicine, but not just the kind prescribed by doctors. It's the soul medicine that keeps you from becoming a prisoner inside your own body. So if you want to look younger, start by reconnecting with your body, not in a punishment-based way, but in a way that brings you joy. Stretch when you wake up. Take a walk at sunset. Dance in your room like no one's watching. Be playful again. Because that playfulness, that's youth in its purest form. So don't just go to the gym and call it done. Move through life like you belong to it. Let your body speak the language of joy, freedom, and vitality. Let it say to the world, I'm still alive. I'm still vibrant. I'm not done yet. 4. They avoid toxic people like poison. Let's not sugarcoat this. Some people are poison, and if you let them close, they will drain the life out of you. Not just emotionally, but physically. Negativity isn't just a mindset, it's a disease. And if you're surrounded by jealousy, bitterness, comparison, and drama, don't be surprised when your glow starts to fade, your skin begins to dull, and your eyes lose their light. People who look younger than their age don't just take care of their skin, they take care of their soul. They understand that their energy is sacred, that their peace is priceless, and that the people they allow into their lives either feed their light or slowly extinguish it. Have you ever spent time with someone who complains all the time? Who gossips, criticizes, competes, manipulates? Notice how tired you feel afterward. Notice how your shoulders tense up, how your chest feels heavy. That's not just emotional exhaustion, it's your body reacting to toxicity. And over time, that toll adds up. It shows on your face. It lives in your posture. It echoes in your presence. Youthful people, they're warriors of their own energy. They cut off relationships that feel like slow death sentences. They don't engage in drama for entertainment. They don't entertain people who live in comparison or competition. They choose peace over popularity, solitude over fake company, silence over noise. And that discipline doesn't just keep them sane, it keeps them young. Because here's a truth most people never learn. Your skin mirrors your environment. Just like a flower won't bloom in poisoned soil, your glow won't survive in a toxic atmosphere. People who age gracefully know this. That's why they surround themselves with warmth, laughter, inspiration. People who uplift, not drain. And it's not about being antisocial or cutting everyone off. It's about being selective, because every conversation either nourishes your spirit or depletes it. Every relationship either adds to your life or subtracts from it. And if you're constantly in emotional survival mode, you will age before your time. So protect your energy like your life depends on it, because it truly does. Learn to say no. Walk away from people who make you feel small, unseen, or unworthy. Don't chase anyone. Don't explain yourself to people who refuse to understand. You are not obligated to keep toxic people in your life just because they've been there a long time. Time does not equal value. Choose peace. Choose light. Choose people who feel like sunshine, not storms. Because in that kind of environment, you won't just survive, you'll thrive. Your skin will glow. Your laughter will return. Your eyes will sparkle. And just like that, youth won't be something you try to keep. It'll be something you naturally radiate. 5. They laugh. Loudly, deeply, often. Have you ever seen someone laugh? Not a polite chuckle, not a forced smile, but a deep, soul-shaking laugh that lights up the entire room. That kind of laughter doesn't just lift spirits, it turns back the clock. Laughter is not just an emotion, it's youth in motion. And the people who look younger than their age, they laugh, not because life is perfect, but because they choose not to let the weight of the world steal their joy. In a society obsessed with filters, perfection, and control, true laughter is rebellious. It's unfiltered, it's messy, it's raw, and that's what makes it powerful. It releases tension, it relaxes facial muscles, it floods your system with endorphins. It literally tells your body, I'm safe, I'm alive, I'm free. And when your body believes that, it reflects it in your skin, in your energy, in your aura. Think about it. Stress furrows your brow. Worry tightens your jaw. Resentment hardens your eyes. But laughter melts all of it. It softens you from the inside out. It releases years of pressure in seconds. It's like an emotional reset button that restores you to your truest, most youthful self. People who look young have made a decision. They've decided to not take life so seriously. They know hardship. They've felt pain, but they don't let it define them. They allow themselves to feel light, to be silly, to laugh until their stomach hurts. And in doing so, they give themselves permission to feel alive again. Look at the people who age fast, and you'll often see faces that forgot how to smile. They've become numb. Their laughter is guarded, rare, or gone completely. And you can feel the weight they carry in every word they speak. But people who look young, they carry lightness in their presence. It's like they know something the rest of the world forgot. You don't have to suffer to be serious. You don't have to carry the whole world to be worthy. Laughter is therapy that doesn't need a prescription. It's youth that costs nothing. And the best part, it's contagious. Surround yourself with people who laugh easily and watch your spirit lift. Watch your eyes brighten. Watch your body let go. So laugh, loudly, deeply, often. Watch funny movies. Make stupid jokes. Dance badly. Fall over and laugh at yourself. Tell stories. Smile at strangers. Laugh in moments when life wants you to cry. Not because you're in denial, but because you refuse to let pain steal your light. Because when your heart is light, your face reflects it. The lines that form from laughter aren't wrinkles. They're proof that you lived fully. And those are the kind of marks that never make you look old. They make you look human, radiant, and real. 6. They love themselves enough to rest. In today's world, rest is almost treated like weakness. We glorify the grind. We worship the hustle. We wear exhaustion like a badge of honor. But let me tell you a truth that the youthful already know deep in their bones. Rest is not laziness. It's self-respect. It's regeneration. It's survival. People who look younger than their age don't just focus on what they do during the day. They fiercely protect what happens when the world goes quiet. They understand the science of youth, and at the center of it is this sacred act: sleep, stillness, and surrender. Because that's when the body rebuilds. That's when the skin repairs. That's when the soul returns to center. Youthful people love themselves enough to say, I deserve peace. I deserve restoration. I deserve a moment where I'm not performing, producing, or proving. And in those moments of rest, whether it's a deep sleep, a quiet afternoon nap, or even a calm walk alone in nature, they give their body exactly what it needs: permission to heal. You see, burnout doesn't just drain your energy, it accelerates your aging. The body that is constantly in fight or flight mode can't regenerate. Cortisol floods your system. Inflammation rises. Your skin loses its glow. Your eyes lose their light, and your spirit slowly starts to shut down. But people who look young don't worship this toxic productivity. They know when to push and when to pull back. They schedule rest like it's sacred, because it is. They wind down. They unplug. They don't need to constantly earn their rest. They claim it, boldly and unapologetically. And here's what's even more powerful. They sleep with peace, because they've let go of comparison, self-hatred, guilt, and shame. They don't lie awake at night battling their inner critic. They rest because they've made peace with themselves. And that peace is what reflects in their glowing skin, calm demeanor, and youthful energy. The body speaks the language of love through rest. When you rest, you tell your body, I care about you, I'm listening, I want you to last, and your body responds, not with burnout, but with beauty. Not with wrinkles from stress, but with smoothness from surrender. So if you want to look younger, don't just buy expensive creams. Don't just chase the next fitness craze. Go to bed early. Put the phone down. Silence the noise. Love yourself enough to rest. Let your nights be soft. Let your mornings be slow. Let your mind breathe. Let your body repair. Let your soul catch up. Because the truth is, the people who age gracefully are the ones who know when to hustle and when to heal. And healing begins the moment you choose rest without guilt. It's in those quiet hours, while the world is busy rushing and breaking itself, that your youth is being quietly restored. 7. They have a purpose that ignites their soul. Have you ever stood in front of someone who just radiates life? Their presence is electric. Their eyes gleam with intensity. Their energy fills the room without a single word spoken. These people aren't just alive. They are on fire from within. And that fire? It comes from one thing: purpose. People who look younger than their age are not merely drifting through life. They're not slaves to routine or prisoners of the past. They wake up with meaning. They have a mission. Whether it's raising a child, building a dream, serving others, creating something beautiful, or simply becoming better than they were yesterday, that purpose becomes their fuel. And that fuel burns away apathy, depression, and the heaviness that visibly ages the soul. You see, when your soul is tired, your body starts to show it. Your posture slumps. Your skin dulls. Your voice loses its fire. You move through the world like you're already halfway gone. But when your life has direction, when you know why you wake up in the morning, your spirit comes alive. And when your spirit is alive, the body follows. Purpose doesn't mean you have everything figured out. It doesn't mean you're perfect or always motivated. It means you have a reason to keep going. And that reason gives you resilience. It gives you glow. It gives you grace under pressure. The ones who look younger, they have something burning so deeply inside them that stress can't touch it, time can't dull it, and the world can't take it away. Have you noticed? People who feel useless start to age quicker. Their faces sag, not because of time, but because of the weight of disconnection. But those with purpose, they sparkle. Their laughter is real. Their movements are energized. Their words carry conviction. They don't just count years, they make years count. Purpose feeds the soul, and the soul feeds the body. It activates every cell. It tells your brain, I matter. It tells your heart, keep beating. It tells your body, we're not done yet. And when your body gets that message, it shows. In your walk, in your tone, in your face. So what's your purpose? What sets your soul on fire? If you don't know yet, it's okay. But search for it like your youth depends on it. Because it does. Don't settle for survival. Don't settle for numbness. Don't wake up just to exist. Wake up to create, to love, to grow, to fight, to give, to become. Because the people who defy age, who glow with a kind of light that no cream can buy, they are fueled by something deeper. A mission, a reason, a calling. Find it, follow it, live it, and watch the years fall away. Not because time stops, but because your soul finally starts. So now you know, the secret isn't in a cream or a clinic. It's in your habits, your heart, and your mindset. Youth is not just skin deep, it's soul deep. If you found this powerful, smash that like button, subscribe for more life-changing insights, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Because the real fountain of youth is already within you.